Hey, this is the report of the week here. Before we start the show, I'm recording this the following day. I recorded that on earlier today, I guess, but around like 1, 2 a.m. on Friday morning. Now it's 7:24 p.m. Friday. I'm gonna put this show up in a few hours, but I know people have said I'm overly critical sometimes of myself and my shows, and I'm about to be so again. I've thought about deleting this show and re-recording it, but I don't do that. I don't know. I thought I was too, whatever, down or whatever in this show. I'm, of course, a lot in many better spirits now at this point. And I've thought about deleting the show and re-recording it right now, but I'm not going to do that. I have a one-take policy, and whatever happens, happens. It's going up anyways. Either way, though, I'm going to record a food review tonight. And all that. Of course, that's not going to be up until probably next week sometime, but it'll be the show will be put up no matter what. But just letting you know now, I apologize for it in advance. I don't know if it's my best work. I don't know if anyone noticed, but now that I brought it up, people probably will. But I don't know, people. I don't know if it's my best work or what. But either way, I hope you enjoy it. Now to the VORW. Thank you for listening to this announcement. This is the voice of the report of the week. Signing on. Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone listening. This is the report of the week here, and this is VORW, the voice of the report of the week. Our every other day audio only broadcast. I guess you can call it a podcast if you so desire. The date is Friday, August the 1st of 2014. The time is 2:19 a.m. So we're kicking off the month of August here. That we are, no doubt about that. How shall August go? I can't tell you. I suppose we'll find out at some point, but for now it's a brand new month. And there goes 2014. We're already starting to get into the waning months of 2014. Definitely mid-2014. Now we're starting to get into later 2014. And there goes the year, right? This year's going by. It's going. It's going fast, at least. Which could be a good thing or a bad thing. Depends on how much you enjoy it, really. But, some people like to live by the day. Others like to live, by the month. Some people like to plan in advance and think about everything and think things through and have concise plans and, think everything out minute by minute. And other people just take it as it comes, whichever way you look at it. Time moves at the same speed, so, really, I don't know where I was getting with that, but here we are. Hope everyone's well. Hope everyone is doing well. I hope we all survived the week. This is being uploaded tonight. But I hope we all made it through the week. Hope we all survived, right? Hope we did. Hope you had a good day today. Hope you finished off the week on a positive note. And if you didn't, it'll get better. It will. Today, for me, Thursday, of course. It's solid. I mean, nothing happened, of course. But, I woke up a little earlier than normal. Woke up at 3 o'clock today. And at first I had trouble falling asleep. I actually slept in a real bed last night. But I made the stupid mistake of accidentally putting on an extra blanket, which I obviously didn't need. So, I couldn't fall asleep, so I had to... Number one, I tried to go to sleep a little early. I tried to fall asleep at 5 a.m., and I couldn't. So I got up at around 5:45. I listened to the radio until around 6:30. Went back in, laid there for another hour until I finally fell asleep at 7:30. And I woke up a little early at 3:30. So, and I plan on sleeping in tomorrow. I do. I have intentions of doing so. So we'll see how that works out. Yeah, otherwise, dinner-wise, I went out to a local pizza place. They always have good pizza, so I went out. I got a pepperoni slice. They make big slices, so that's why it's not like anything small. It's like the size of like 3 regular slices. So it's no big problem there. Got a pepperoni slice. I got a couple wings also, because this is my meal for the day. It's just one meal. I got an order of wings, this time with the bone. I figure I'm not reviewing them, so I may as well just get them with the bone. And got some garlic knots. Oh, do a review on this. Well, I can't. It's useless. Clearly I could, set the local pizza stuff up, get some stuff from the local place, and review it right now. What good is it going to do? No one's going to go there. It's useless. I try to review stuff that is readily available to as many people as possible. And unfortunately, it's not. Otherwise, we got a little delivery of some more stuff to review. Midweek, I guess. Now we got some more pizza. We got the DiGiorno Design a Pizza Kit. We got DiGiorno's, what is this? DiGiorno Pizzeria Supreme Special with Italian sausage, premium pepperoni, red and green peppers, and caramelized onions. So we got those 2 DiGiorno pizzas along with the freschetta one that we got. And then we also picked up some of those Twinkies. I heard something about them. So we got Choco Dial Twinkies, chocolate-covered sponge cake with creamy filling. Alright, so we'll see how those are. We'll review one of those. We might try to cover those Twinkies also in due time. We will. Other than that, took a walk. Already, it's getting darker now. I still depart at like 8:45 for my walks. And I remember it used to be bright then, and now it's dark. So I'm completely in the dark, and I don't care. I'm fine with that. So, yeah, there you have it. There you have it. That's all the news from me. Let's get some water. Let's get a glass of water. And then we'll read some fan mail. Getting some water. The problem nowadays with my sleep, the problem nowadays isn't that the hours. I have no problem with that. These are my normal hours. I'm waking up at between 3 and 6 and going to sleep between let's say 6 and 7. I don't have any problem with the times. The problem nowadays is that I wake up at 3 p.m. 4, even 5:30. I think the latest of late was 7:30 that one night, but otherwise 5:30, 5:45. And the problem with that is that for whatever odd reason, I end up getting tired like right now at like 2:30. When I haven't even been up for 12 hours. Then sometimes foolishly, like I did last night, I try to, entertain that thought, and I decide to, all right, well, you're tired, let's go to sleep. And then I end up laying there for 2 hours, and just doesn't work. Doesn't work out. Any other big news and report of the week planned? Oh, yeah. Changed my desktop backgrounds to the Windows XP one. So now it's that hill. I feel like I'm wasting people's time more than usual with this. It's literally BS. That's what it is. Alright. Oh boy. Okay. Let's do this. Let's read some fan mail. Let's see what's in our mailbag today. Okay. This guy added me to their circles. What does that mean? What does that mean when someone adds you to their circles? I always get these Google Plus notifications that says so-and-so adds you to their circles. What does that mean? I don't get it. So I just delete it and move on. I don't know what that means. Not like I'm going to do anything, but... Okay. Let's read some fan mail. I was trying to stall because my internet, for whatever reason, went out. But it's back. Right, the blessed internet that we all can't live without. Because everyone's addicted to it, including me. Just wanted to say I enjoy your videos. Thank you. Your Suicide Wings review was the funniest thing ever. You're great. Keep rocking that suit too. Thank you. Hey man, you seem down on your podcast. Well, yeah. Just wanted to say that there are loads of people who are still enjoying your channel, so keep it up. It would be great to get a reply from you. Cheers from your fans down under. Let's see what I can do there. Well, I mean, I don't know if you want a physical reply or not. Apparently someone, I'm not going to read this one out, but someone told me, yo, dude, did you look at your subscribers? So I looked and I didn't notice any difference, so I said, what? I asked him, I said, what do you mean? What are you trying to get at? I looked at the numbers and I don't see anything. He said, oh, you got like 800 subscribers yesterday. And I thought, oh. So, to anyone new, I suppose, watching, hello. Glad you're tuning in. Welcome to the Report of the Week world. VORW, the voice of the Report of the Week. Welcome. Warmest welcomes. I don't know where all these people came from. I'm assuming some psych talking trash about me, but here we are. What are you going to do about it? You know, I really, you know, sometimes part of me says, you know, these people are saying so much stuff about you, you know, you ought to say something about it, and I figure, no, it's not any good anymore. You just gotta go with it, you know. When I made this channel back in 2011, I realized, and I didn't obviously think that, you know, I'd be sitting here actually, you know, where I am now, but when I sat here, I'll never forget, I sat here on the night of February 20th, 2011, right after I uploaded the first video, and I not necessarily talked to myself, but I recounted in my thoughts, I'll say. I pretty much told myself, I said, listen, and never forget this, and I still have yet to do so. Forget everything else pretty much, but I haven't forgotten this. You know, whether you like it or not on YouTube, there's going to be people out there who don't like you. And there's going to be people out there who are going to talk trash and say extremely terrible things about you, whether you like it or not. You know, I don't know how many people will do this, but, you know, along the way, while you're making these reviews, you might not, you know, really see how someone could get that aggravated over you or anything like that, but, you know, people are going to hate you for who you are, and you just can't listen to that, and you have to ignore that. And, of course, while, you know, along the way, I've, you know, ignored that, and I have reacted. Nowadays, ignoring it is the only thing you really can do, because otherwise, if you respond to it, you just dig yourself into a deeper hole. And that's the truth. You know, some people say, you know, you gotta fight. You know, you gotta show these people who's boss. But you know, you really can't. You make yourself look like an idiot. You're just giving them what they want. They just want a reaction. And maybe my lack thereof is, you know, the best thing you can do. Based lecture review bar. Oh, this guy said you don't have to read it. Okay. No, that's fine. But I do thank you for your compliments. I actually did respond to his other message. He was talking about fan art. Dear Report of the Week, I'm a big fan, discovered you through Fit, and the infamous Domino's Pan Pizza Review. I find your videos entertaining and informative. I don't know if you have covered this topic yet, but what is your stance on relationships? You're asking me about that? Oh boy. Can't get over that. You're asking me. What do you think I am, some guru? Do you have any advice on dealing with girls? Maybe you could shape past experiences if that isn't too personal. Any input would be greatly appreciated. Thanks. Oh boy. And listen, I'm a hypocrite. My plans for the future, if you really want to know about relationships, my plans are I'm just gonna, go along and, nothing's gonna happen. Just go on my own. And that'll be that. Truly, I've pretty much shared every other detail of my life on this show, so I have no shame or fear or anything else talking about this. I don't know why some people try to uphold this as such a personal topic. Oh, you don't have to talk about it, but I really don't have any problems talking about it. First off, you gotta look at me. Right, I'm an odd character. Not only my manner of dress, at least I consider also my appearance, both material and physical. But with that being said, back in 2009, of course, this is, 5 years ago, you really don't think, 2009 was actually 5 years ago. But it was, and that's actually kind of surprising in my opinion. But back in 2009, I decided already to give up on any sort of trying to, get in a relationship or whatever. I just said, it's not, I just want to phrase this properly. If I don't, I hope you all understand what I mean. I just said, it's not something I want to, get myself into. I've seen so many times before, guys dealing with rejection and, breakups and all that, and I've, heard of instances or people, many instances where people have killed themselves because of relationships, and I asked myself, well, if you're on your own, is that the end of the world for you? No. So I'll ask myself that every now and then. It really doesn't take up a big chunk of my life. Like some people just decide, all right, I'm going to devote my life to getting a girl. I suppose, or vice versa. And that's that. And that's all I care about, and that's all I'm going to focus about. And, I'm not one of those people. I just figure, oh, well, I'll just go and whatever happens, happens. If I die and nothing happens, oh, well, I don't have any problems with it, so that's how I'm going. But, if you really look, just put yourself out there, Be who you are, be honest, be sincere, and eventually you'll find the one. P.S. I'm planning on purchasing my first suit as an adult, and I'm curious on what store or chain I could go to. I'm from Boston, but spend a lot of time in the tri-state area, so your local stores would greatly help. Thanks again, and take care. Well, I'll tell you what store not to go to. That's Brooks Brothers. Their suits are trash. Literal trash. Nowadays, they're infamous suits, which, even just 10 years ago used to be something, to be proud to wear. That, you could be proud to wear this. Nowadays, their suits are awful. Number one, let me tell you something about the jacket length of a proper suit, alright? Next time you're trying on a suit, stand up, put your hands down on your side, alright? And see where the suit jacket falls on your hand. If the suit jacket goes to your wrist, where your watch would be, it's way too short. It should go at least to your fingers. That's the proper length of a suit jacket. Hang your hands at your side, and if the suit jacket ends at your fingers, that's the proper length. Suit jackets are supposed to be longer. And nowadays, the guys at Brooks Brothers, their suits just go to the watch. Their suit jackets I'm talking about, just go down to the waist, and that's it. And the suit jackets are supposed to be way longer than that. You know, half their suits make the guys look like they have childbearing hips, and that's awful. If you plan on getting a suit, listen, I understand. I'm an ultra-traditionalist when it comes to clothing, alright? You know, I wear very dated suits. And I'm not ashamed to say that either. I wear very, very dated suits. Probably the newest ones are probably 20 years old. That I wear. Well, except the real new ones that I bought last year and I'm not a fan of. So it depends on what suit you're looking for. Okay? If you're looking for a traditional suit, like the ones I wear, well, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you're not going to find one really in any stores. On the positive note, there's many good online stores that sell that type that I regularly buy from. Or you could actually go to I don't do this because who knows where these have been, but I know people who have done them on various forums. Go to a thrift store and like this one guy bought 20 suits for under $100 and they were all vintage and stuff, and it's because they're not in style really, and who knows, maybe someone did a few things to them, molested the suits or whatever. Otherwise, if you're a fan of the modern day suit, which many people are, especially on younger people, anyone from could be anyone probably in their 20s or what have you, looks somewhat decent in a modern suit, and I am an exception to that. I don't like the style, but if you do like the style, then I any big store will do. I actually recommend Men's Warehouse for a decent suit. They're not ratty, but they're not way over expensive either. But Joseph A. Bank, I know it's pretty much the same store, but never get anything from them. My father actually, he always dresses well. He always wears a suit. I didn't get the suits from him though. That was actually my own doing. Whole dressing decently thing, but last year he bought a black full-length overcoat from them and a black raincoat from Joseph A. Bank. And the raincoat is like this ratty piece of garbage, and all the buttons fell off of the overcoat. And he also bought a belt from him, and he said the belt was wearing like on the sides and someplace that no other belt of his has, and he just said never buy from Joseph A. Banks. It's all crap, he said. Anyway, really talked about that. Men's Warehouse, though, is better quality. Hello, friend. I am a new subscriber to your channel. Another subscriber recommended you. Alright, I'll promote this person. Rachel Whitehurst. So I checked you out. I really enjoy the concept of your channel, although I don't eat or drink the majority of the stuff you try. Anyways, I took a note of your music playlist. Can you talk about some music or bands you dig? Favorite songs at the moment? Anything music related, possibly. Have a great day, man, and thank you. Oh yeah, I could gladly talk about that. I just want to cover up the series I've been doing. Since you're a new subscriber, you could feel free to check them out. You might know where I've been doing this big series with the VORW shows, the story of my channel, where I pretty much just recount the history of my channel. There's a lot more to it than what meets the eye. So I give the backstory about many things, and I have a good time doing it. But when that's concluded and all, I'm gonna have nothing to talk about, so I'll gladly discuss music at some point. This gentleman here, he sent me 2 pieces of fan art. This was a person earlier whose message I skipped. He sent me 2 pieces of fan art based on my Hana Road story. I hope you like them. And I already used one of them, so I might use the other one, or I might use a different piece. We got a few pieces of fan art lately. I have recently stumbled upon your channel and have been thoroughly enjoying your videos. As a content creator, I would like your advice on something. This fall, I plan to audition for a major reality television show on CBS. As part of the application process, I will have to create an audition video to send in the casting company. I've spent very little time in front of a camera, and I feel pretty awkward and uncomfortable. It also doesn't help that I hate the sound of my voice on video. What advice do you have for me in regards to looking and sounding my best when on camera? I'd like to make the best audition video possible and would appreciate any tips you can give me. Thanks, and I hope this finds you well. Josh. Well, don't worry. I don't like the way I sound, and I don't like the way I sound either. But I just deal with it. What you have to do is, when you're in front of the camera, you can't think about, what you're doing, really. You can't think about it. You just do it. For instance, it could be right now in front of the microphone, or when I'm doing a review. I don't think about, alright, I'm going to review this, what am I going to say? Or when I sit in front of the microphone, or I guess stand and walk around the room with it, like I normally do now with the VORW shows. When I do this, I don't really think about what I'm going to say. I don't rehearse anything. I just get up there and I do it without any thought. And I just take it as it is. You can't put any thought into what you're doing. Because as soon as you start thinking, say for instance you're doing this audition video. You start thinking about what this is and what it could lead to, and you think, oh my god, this could possibly land me a great career, or this could pretty much make or break my possible acting career, we'll say. Maybe not necessarily, but maybe. And you start thinking about that while the camera's rolling. You're going to get nervous, you're going to get off your game, and it's not going to be good. You can't think about what you're doing. You just got to get in front of the camera, record, and do whatever it is you would be doing, and you don't think about it. When I do these reviews, when I sit behind the camera, alright, sure, people still call me an agitated little effer, but I don't think, I'm not, nervous because I'm in front of the camera. I have anxiety, so that's why, if you feel I'm whatever, that's why. But I'm not nervous about being in front of the camera. I have no problem being there. You don't think about what you're doing. You don't think, wow, this is going to, this next review I do, it's going to be in front of thousands of people on, every corner, well, not every corner, I'm making myself sound like I'm much bigger than I am. Every corner of 4chan and, Twitter and Tumblr and, this one, 35-year-old guy in his mother's basement and all these people. You can't think about who's watching your stuff. You can't think about any of that stuff. Otherwise, you'll get nervous and you'll, provide a piece of garbage. You just don't think about it and you do it. And you try to have fun doing it too. Because if you enjoy yourself, you're not going to really care anymore. You're just going to enjoy it, and that'll be that. And that's what you have to do, really. And if you don't like the sound of your voice, don't watch your stuff. Once again, I really don't like the sound of my voice all that much. Really don't like the way I look either, but you can't do, well, I guess plastic surgery, but then you end up looking even worse. You just don't watch or look at your stuff, too often. Anyway, on to the next. Hey, the report of the week. Me and my brother found your videos a few months ago, and we absolutely love them. When we see a new video, it brings us happiness of the highest magnitude. That being said, I have a request. Absolutely. Certainly. He had a special request, and it will be fulfilled. Don't worry about that, my friend. It shall be done. Hi. I did not know that you replied to my message back in May. Thanks, man. I was just wondering, where can people send you fan mail? Right here. Right here. Do you have any social media sites you use besides YouTube? Nope. I do not. But yeah, send it right here. And I actually personally responded to that one. I think you should change your YouTube icon. Just saying. Keep feeling some. I've thought about it, but I have nothing better to replace it with, so I'll keep it like this and see why Monster would have a problem with that. This is the icon I've been using since 2011, and that's what I keep using. Hey. Hey. I must tell you, I highly respect what you're doing with your channel. I don't know what else more to say than that. Perhaps a question, why not? Why disable comments? I can imagine you get a bit of flack from people, but then again, you do have viewers like myself. You're one of the most interesting and authentic channels I've ever come across. I really appreciate you. Thanks again. Comments are disabled. Well, because exactly that, because I get a lot of flack. To say it nicely, get a lot of flack. That's a good term. I get a lot of flack from, well, a multitude of people. And if it's not flack, it's useless comments. I've had comments disabled since, 2013. Over a year now. Oh, I've had people tell me, oh, put the comments back, it'll get you more viewers, it'll get more subscribers, you'll be more popular. And I said, no. If that detracts, oh well, let it detract. This one guy in 2013 told me, I'm not going to subscribe to you. He said either I'm not going to unsubscribe to you or I'm not going to subscribe to you if you keep these comments down. And he said, alright, then don't bother. Shoo. Comments are not going to be back up, at least for a while. Sure, you could have as high or as powerful a shield from all this terrible stuff that you see about yourself online as you want. But eventually it'll get to you. And when you see so much of that every single day on so many videos, number one, it would not only degrade from the videos themselves for viewers or even respectable business people from the companies that I review this stuff from. They would all have to see these horrible comments, which would be right up there front and center, guarantee you top comment. Well, they don't have top comments anymore. Not the old style. I guess they still do have top, popular comments. You know what I'm getting at. They don't want to see that, and I don't want to see it. I've done a few tests. I've brought comments back on 2 videos in the past year, just to test it, completely random, and both times utter failure, miserable failure. So, I understand what you're getting at, but it just can't be done. Great VORW tonight. I really enjoyed it. I also really liked your Red Baron review. I think you're really onto something with the gliding pizza boxes. I think perhaps you should review all of their flying abilities and determine which one is the best for piloting. Perhaps you could even make a review of it. I know, bad joke. Anyways, I was hoping maybe you could give a shout out to Randy. I recently got him into watching your videos, and he has been a fan of yours as well. Looking forward to more videos, and as usual, I hope you are well. Absolutely. So I gladly and officially give a report of the week shout out to Randy. Randy, hope all is well. Thank you for tuning in, and you have been graced with an official shout out from the report of the week. Have a good one. Hey, review bro, love the show. Drew you a pic. The report of the gods. Amazing. Hey, one of my best friends recently showed me one of your videos, and I am totally obsessed. Though I'm still extremely curious, how old are you? Thanks for the laughs and for being totally rad. I do not give my age online, and I think it's only idiotic to do so. With that being said, people all the time say, oh, this stupid kid's, 11 or 12 or 13. And for those long-time listeners, listen, you've heard, just like with the comments stuff, you hear me say this pretty much all the time, but, it's only my responsibility to respond to all this stuff. So I know you hear the same spiel over and over again, but it's only the right thing to do to keep responding to this stuff. So I don't give my age out online. But you might come across people, who knows how many, say this guy's 11, this guy's 12, this guy's 13. I don't know why they say that. I don't think I look anything that young. Maybe in my early videos, but clearly not now, in my opinion. But for those people who even say I'm 14, I'm significantly older than that. Understand that. I am significantly older than that. I'm talking years. So I'm definitely way older than 14, even 15 and 16 and all that stuff. I'm older than that. So that's what I have. That's my 2 cents there. Hope you can understand why, though. But oh boy, we got another Google Plus notification. Oh, oh wow, that's convenient. Right in the middle of the VORW. The guy who I responded to recently, if the guy saying didn't know you responded to my message in May, and asked about the social media. So thanks for explaining. Would you be interested in doing an audio interview? Maybe one day. We'll see. I hope you know, for all of you asking the questions in the comments and stuff, if I sound like I'm fed up or frustrated, please understand. If you've listened to this long, please understand. I'm not fed up with you, or I'm not mad at you or anything. I'm just, but it's nothing you did. Hey, Review Bro, you said on one of your VORW episodes that you'd like to make a career reviewing. Well, you can jumpstart that by running ads on your channel. There's honestly 100% nothing wrong with that, and I know your subscribers would understand. There's nothing to be ashamed of by being paid for doing something you love. There are a ton of ad dollars you could have made if you started running ads sooner. It's something you should start seriously considering. Who knows? You could probably even find a YouTube partner who will pay you way better than Google. I hope you consider it, because you deserve to make money off of all the hard work you do. Take it easy, brother. Running ads on the YouTube, I truly do understand what you're getting from it, but I don't know. For me, it just doesn't seem right to try and monopolize and make money off of doing this stuff, because I'm not doing this to make any money off of. I know maybe one day, no, and then I'd have a job, I'm assuming. It really isn't applicable, but I suppose that if it ever came down to it, I guess I could. I suppose. But for now, I don't know. I don't know if I'd personally be able to get myself to do it. It just feels wrong to do. To try to get people to click on this stuff, just so you can make a buck. I don't know. Shows you where that mindset will get you in life. Absolutely nowhere. Next question. Are you going to complete the cycle of Red Baron and DiGiorno with Tombstone? I could do it. I've got some Tombstone pizzas, I'm sure, at a local grocery store, so I could do it. And most recently, 27 minutes ago, well, actually, we got a few messages in filtered and spam, so we'll get to those too, but in the main inbox, hey, Review Bro, I just wanted to say that I appreciate the way that you make your videos without any jump cuts. It's refreshing to see a YouTuber that can sit down and make a video without a cut every sentence. Yeah, I would never edit anything out. If I screw up, I screw up. It's that simple. Also, have you ever considered buying linen shirts for the summer so you could stay cool while wearing a button down? No, I never have. Let me just see. Linen shirt. Let's Google image that. Oh yeah, no, I see what this person's getting at. It's all about the fabric, really. But no, I wear my standard dress shirts. Cotton polyester. blend year round. I don't sweat, so it's not a problem. And the summer's been a bit cooler anyways for us, so it's not an issue. I almost have never worn I have very rarely worn a short sleeve shirt this summer so far. Mostly long sleeves, and I got the full deal going, nice crisp, even got a few pens in the pocket, right, the shirt pocket. Got the main pen, got the backup pen, got the pen flashlight, got the screwdriver, right, all that good stuff. And 2 left. Greetings. Excuse me for emailing you, but your comments are disabled on YouTube. Came across your channel because another YouTuber I subscribed to posted a link to one of your videos. Just wanted to tell you that your videos, and more importantly your style, are amazing. Thank you so much for making them. I have looked into your archives and watched most of your videos starting from the first. I've subscribed and look forward to seeing a lot more. Thanks for your time, Walter. And you could check out his channel. That's Disorder, lowercase I, DISORDER. Check him out. And thank you. And finally, dear Report of the Week, I have noticed you haven't had much fan art in your latest VORW shows, so I drew you a picture in MS Paint. I'm not a great artist, but I hope you still enjoy it. Sincerely, from Nick. Thank you for your work, and I'll definitely feature it at some point. Alright. 2:59 a.m., 40 minutes in, on this Friday, August the 1st, 2014. Part of me's telling me, you sound, I don't know if you can really tell this from the viewer's standpoint. But from the broadcaster's standpoint, I sure can. Part of me's telling myself, listen, shut the microphone off and redo this show at a later time. It could be, could be in an hour. You could, have a cup of coffee and redo it. Or it could be after you wake up tomorrow, after a nice sleep. Or it could even be, 24 hours from now, Part of me's saying, just shut it off, delete the recording, and do it, You sound so miserable in this, just stop and redo it. And while maybe I would love to do such a thing, I always try to provide the best. It's simply not my policy to start over. I know this has been a phrase of mine lately, but it's a good phrase. I don't sugarcoat anything. I don't try to make things appear as they aren't. It's that simple. I don't sugarcoat anything. If I'm miserable, I'm miserable. If I'm happy as a clam, well, that's an odd saying, by the way, happy as a clam. Don't know why it's a saying. Either way, if I'm joyous and happy and prancing around the room, then I am too. But I just make these as I am, and, I don't try to hide anything. That's my policy, I just don't try. I don't try to edit anything. I don't edit anything out. I don't try to hide anything. It's in its original form. And I think it's better to upload a complete piece of crap as it is, rather than to edit it so it's pretty much unintelligible and try to make it somewhat presentable. That's just my thoughts. I know it's an unpopular opinion, but it's my opinion. Okay, there we are. Looking at myself in the mirror, combing my hair, right? For no reason. Okay. So let's discuss the history of my channel. Part 9, 10, 8, whatever part it is. Let's get to it. What do we have to say? Alright, well, we left off the new year. Now, I get it, I might have skipped some time, you know, with the last one. I understand, but is it really something you want to talk about again? Well, I don't know, I can't say, you know, it was certainly one of the roughest times for my channel. Probably second to what happened earlier in 2013. So is it something we need to discuss again? Maybe. But I don't know. However, we will recap. In it, we discussed the, how you say, lost my train of thought. In it, we discussed, the, I suppose, hatred, if you will, or maybe the perils I faced when 4chan discovered my videos and when I had to deal with them. And things got really bad. But then I realized that while 4chan may not be the best place for me to try and find feedback on my videos, there is a genuine community on that site which does enjoy my videos. That's, the community on the FIT board. The fashion board, FA, also doesn't really mind my videos, but it's mixed. And then the cooking board, CK, for whatever reason hates me. I was alerted that there was a thread going on right now as we speak about me on the CK. People always accuse the OP, which is anonymous, of course. They always accuse the OP. They always say, stop posting your own videos here, but I don't. You'd have to be really stupid to post your videos on a board that literally hates you. But, well, we won't read that on the air. Anyway, so we started out at the new year. The new year, hey. It's 2014, early 2014, January of 2014. Well, first, now we'll talk about a couple of the videos in depth. Things really don't happen until, probably March of 2014. Well, no, February of 2014. That's when things really start happening. So we'll just talk, maybe in this one we'll just talk about the videos and some other things. It'll be a more laid-back one. So, it's the new year. 2014. We welcome in another year. Right? Let's look back. It's January of 2014. Alright, let's say it's New Year's Eve, right? December 31st, 2013. Let's look back a year. Let's look back to December 31st of 2012. What elapsed in that year? Oh, well, a lot went down, 2012 was still that previous mindset which I had had for so many years going on. And things were way different than they were in late 2013. So clearly, a massive amount of things had gone down in 2013. It was I guess you could call it whatever you want. A life-changing year, a channel-changing year. Definitely change went by in 2013. Change, and lots of it went by. It was a rough year, that's for sure, for both me and the channel. But we recuperated and we hung in there. You can look back then from the same thing, December 31st of 2012 to December 31st of 2011. What happened then? Well, not much. It was pretty much smooth sailing. So, if you look at it compared to those 2 years, 2013 was a major year of change. How is 2014 going to look out? How is it going to be the same or different? Well, we're over halfway through with this year, and how is it? Well, fun, huh? Yeah. It's a year of just trucking on. Hold on, I'm just going to blow some compressed air into this. Alright. I try to be productive while I'm doing this at the same time. So how was 2014? Well, it's a year, that's for sure. Certainly a year. Has as much change, as much happened, in 2014 as it has in 2013? No, not in the least. Not in the least. Did I know that when the new year came to roll around? I didn't. I didn't know what I was in for. Clearly not this. But the new year had rolled around. Well, there's a better way to celebrate that than a New Year's blowout. And so beforehand, we first off did the Christmas blowout. Energy Crisis, Energy Drink Review number 91, reviewed Monster Zero Ultra. Christmas blowout. The famous line for that. Then after that, we just posted a complete random food review just for the McChicken. That was on December 29th. And then on December the 31st, we posted an Energy Crisis review. New Year's blowout. Energy Drink Review number 92, Rockstar Super Sours. To welcome in the new year. Though the first official review of 2014 was, continuing on the Planet Wings series, it was Planet Wings Hot Wings. One on an empty food review. I was wearing a seasonal tie. So we're back doing another Planet Wings, wing flavor, of course, as I said I would in the previous review. Maybe 3 reviews ago. However many it was, I said I would go through the menu, and here we are. So today we'll be trying their classic wings, boneless of course, in hot. I have water once again just to annoy all of you who said I should drink milk. So looking at it, I ordered 10 of these, and here they are, boneless clearly. So that was that review. Nothing too big, but a nice subtle way to welcome in the new year. So it wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad. Could be worse, right? Could be worse ways to welcome in. So through the month of January. Well, it went a lot smoother than what had gone on years past. I compare that a year ago to January of 2013, and this was perfectly fine. We just continued on with regular food reviews. We did a Red Baron singles, thin crust pizza. It went empty. We did Planet Wings Classic Barbecue review. We did Grilled Stuffed Nacho. Now, the Grilled Stuffed Nacho was actually a review that generated great controversy. Here it is. It's had 12,000 views. So we're here this afternoon with yet another review. So believe it or not, I actually have a Taco Bell near my residence. The one time I went, and this is what happened. Got a few tacos, had lunch, and then I was looking at some signs and some advertisements around the establishment, and I saw that they had a new item, and I also saw it advertised on TV. I have a few words about the commercial, which I'll say later, called the Grilled Stuffed Nacho. The Grilled Stuffed Nacho. So I figured, you know what, it's a new item. Now, the Grilled Stuffed Nacho review generated much controversy. Why? I hated it. It was a piece of trash. Tasted awful, and it was awful. I gave it, well, I don't know what I gave it anymore. I don't know if I gave it a 1 out of 10 or a 2 out of 10. It was a very low rating, maybe the lowest one I've ever given a thing. Either way, it was a very low rating that I gave it. But it generated much controversy, because apparently in other places it was much better than that. And people were swearing at me. They were saying, you better try it again, So, I refused. It caused much controversy because people were saying I unfairly gave it a bad rating. But you got to look at it this way. You got to review things as they are. Alright? As it's given to you. You got to just review them as they are. You can't say, oh, well, I didn't like this one, so let's review it again. If you do that, it's completely inaccurate, because if you like the next one, well, then you'll have two clashing reviews of the same thing. You don't know which one to trust, really. So I just stuck with that one. I did the follow-up video where I actually made the rating lower. So that was the excitement of the month. January 17th, rolling around to the anniversary of January 20th when everything went down. Domino's Feast Pizza. Did a pizza review. If anything, to just honor, the fact that a year ago, the deep doo-doo that I landed myself in. So I was doing a Domino's Pizza kind of to honor that, No one noticed that, but that's the reasoning behind that review there. So I did a review of that. It followed their... How much time are we going on here? It's 54 minutes. When we finish the January reviews, we'll cut it out, and then pretty much the last hiccup or two of this year so far, we'll cover probably on our next show or two, and then that's that. So, topics. Who knows what we'll talk about? We'll find something. We'll keep this show going. Don't worry about it, my friends. Don't you worry, people. So, we did another Planet Wings review. We reviewed Planet Wings, Cajun Wings, and Curly Fries. Average review, nothing too big. We reviewed Next Cherry Pop-Tarts, running an empty food review. A year ago at that point, the channel would have been shut down. So in it we wore the red shirt. That's the only memorable thing about that one. Following that, we had Planet Wings Honey Barbecue Wings. Another Planet Wings review. The only thing I remember about that one is that I gave this this stupid one-liner that sometimes cracks me up. I think it's the funniest thing I've said all year. Where I mentioned the honey barbecue in the review, because it was honey barbecue, and I said, "Did you know?" Or maybe we'll just find it. I think that's easier than for me to try to poorly articulate it. Once again, as always, star there. I will say there is a remnant of that barbecue flavor. Well, we're just gonna. We got. It's overwhelming. It's also applied to it. Raised. Yep. Yeah, this one. Barbecue sauce that's also applied to it. Good job on this. I will say. Rumor has it that that this honey barbecue sauce, the honey in it, actually comes from locally raised yellow jackets. Said something interesting. Local. It's always good. So I always get a good laugh out of that sometimes. Locally raised yellow jackets. And then finally, finishing off January, we on January the 30th, we re-uploaded a video with a little intro from me. And following that intro from me, it was I re-uploaded the New York breadsticks one that was previously filmed on October 31st of 2013. So clearly it was an older video, but we re-uploaded it because there was a very bad glitch in it, and it destroyed the video pretty much. But we decided to re-upload it, so you could re-watch that. Looking back. So starting in February, we'll continue that on the next review. Well, my friends, listen, I understand that, I may not sound too exuberant, I may not sound too energetic in this show, but it's being uploaded anyway. I don't see a reason to withhold it. So it's gone up as it is. I hope you could, really put everything past that, if you will. But, better days will follow. And, I guess that's one thing to look forward to. They surely will. Well, thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Report of the Week here. And this is VORW, the voice of the Report of the Week. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. And remember, let your voice be heard. We read and recite and respond to fan mail at the beginning of each and every show. So if you have any comments, questions, potential concerns, or anything, feel free to send me a message. Of course, if you wish for me to privately respond to it, let me know. I'll gladly accommodate that, but understand you really have to specify privately respond or whatever. But I'll work my best and try to get that out. Otherwise, thank you for listening. Once again, this will be up probably Friday night or early Saturday morning, along with a review. Anyways, until next time, take care, don't do anything stupid, and I'll see you then. Have a good one. This is the voice of the Report of the Week, signing off.